Red alert, Jettson's press day disaster. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, and no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Buckle up, strap in. Who's ready to do a little MOTO whistle blowing as we examine the good, the bad, and the ugly? Not all sugar-coated, watered-down, over-manufactured bubblegum content, and no. Listen, this is big. I feel bad, because Jettson, he packed the face of the rhythm section, and he got buck wild. He came off the bike. He came up holding his wrist. It didn't look good. The jury's still out. I'm not sure if anybody knows. If you do, drop it in the comments below. If there's any updates. At the time of this video, I don't have much other than what I saw. But, as much as I've probably been one of Jettson's biggest critics, and it's not because I'm cheering against the guy, I just think anybody that emerges as a star has to go through a little bit of a hazing. And when you see the shameless merchandising that's going on.
Hey mates, it's me, Jet Lawrence. Make sure you stop by Supercross and pick up some of these sugary, bad-for-you donuts.
With what they're doing in this thing, you got to give a little pushback. And so I didn't want to see a runaway season, but I certainly don't want to see a rider like Jettson get hurt during press day. It would be one thing if he washed out or laid it down during the race like we saw in SF, the Gladiator Dome, the Survival Dome of the mudder. We saw it's one thing, he gets a bad start, it's a mud race, and that was great. We needed that. We needed that so we could keep this thing interesting. But here's the challenge I'm having right now, friends. This is kind of a big one. This isn't good. The only thing that is good for Jettson is he's young. So if it was like a sprain, there's a good chance we could wrap that thing and he should be able to go out there and give it a go. We don't know. We don't know how bad this is. But you do this to Mookie or Christian Craig, those guys are probably out. That's it. The way he packed it, that was a big hit on his wrist. And the way I saw him holding it, even though I didn't have the footage for this video, I know a lot of you have seen it. He did not look good when he came up off the ground. So this is a little bit of a challenge right now because, like I said, I would hate nothing more. As much as I would love to see Eli run away at the championship, it'd come down to a dogfight at the end, and Jettson doesn't win, so we can keep this thing interesting. I certainly don't want to lose Jettson to a press day crash, and that's basically what we're at risk of right now. But today we're also going to have a little fun. We're going to jump into some polling here at the channel. If you're new, subscribe, get involved, subscribe, and get involved with some of the polling. We always like to do a little polling here at the channel, at the community page of the Walty Wanderers YouTube channel, and I show you guys' comments all the time. Probably one of the only channels that does that. So before the race, I asked, where do you think Jettson would win? If it's a mudder, what do you think's going to happen? We had some cool polling, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the polling that occurred prior to Jettson's press day disaster and some of your comments. Then we're going to meet back here, wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, buckle up, strap in. When asked on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel, Jet will win this weekend, podium, top 5 or top 10 or other. 30% of you said Jettson's gonna win it. 38% of you said podium. 19% of you said top 5. 10% of you said top 10. 3% of you said other, which is in fact a press day disaster other. Let's get into some of the comments. First up, sporting an open face, yours truly, Walty Wanderers, comes in with Jet had a bad-looking get-off at press day. Came up holding his wrist. Nathan47 clicks gears and comes in with, on Buttery's Insta, you can see Jet come up short and hit the face of the triple tabletop pretty hard. Tima Gangsta pulls a tear off all 420 blazed up and goes, no rain, he wins. Rain? Podium. Kevin7552 comes across the checkers with, I think he's hurt, bro. I picked top 5, but if it's raining, he'll finish like he did in San Fran. Second poll was, who wins San Diego this weekend? If it's a mudder, 11% of you said Jet, 28% of you said Eli, 14% of you said Chase, 24% of you said Kenny, while 23% of you said, who knows? Let's jump in to some of the comments. Channel OG YZETC comes in with Tomac's new stiffer anti-Achilles boots are finally breaking in, and it's time to click it up a gear or two. What's up? He's got Eli for the win. Bang Second Shot Garage comes in with, if it's another mutter, we know it won't be Jet. Ouch. Baby Shark GTO comes in with, I'm gonna scrub the finish line jump and say, kickstart Kenny. Boom. All right, friends, welcome back, and thanks to everybody who participated in the polling. Like I said, if you're new, get subscribed, jump over there, participate, and we'll get your comments on the show, I'm sure, at some point. But the realities are this, friends. A lot of you guys have Eli as the favorite to win if it's a mutter. And, you know, even without that, I mean, Jettson's not getting a big, you know, he's not looking too strong in terms, based on what we've seen out of the guy. Now, you got to understand, the kid doesn't have a lot of experience in the mud. He practices on the most pristine test tracks that are known to man. So the last thing they want to do is put that kid in harm's way. None of these guys really practice in the mud. Some of them have some experience to pull from, some APs, and others that just been around the series for a while have done mutters before. But, you know, Jettson doesn't have a lot of mud experience. So for this reason, this is a toughie, friends. This is a toughie. Super excited to see what happens. At this moment, there's rain forecasted in San Diego to hit, about a 35% chance at 4 p.m. If racing is kicking off at, what, 5:30, there's a good chance it's going to be a slick track, but not necessarily what we saw in San Francisco, where it was just basically a track you couldn't even hit any of the jumps. I think we're going to see a wet track, a slick track, a tricky track. It should provide for some really exciting action, because if these guys can do most of the obstacles, if not all, but then they have to be on their A game because the track's going to have, you know, that element about it, it's going to provide for some great racing. And final thoughts. I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy. Wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now, shark infested. Jettson, welcome to the swimming pool. San Diego might have a little water to boot. You have been compromised, my friend. You jacked your wrist. I hope, we all hope you're okay, because we, as much as we like to put you under the microscope, we know we need you out there. We want the best this sport has to offer to be on the track. And as much as we want to see a challenger, we want them to have to deal with you. Until next time, Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time, and don't go over the bars. I'll see you on the next video.